Okay, so we are on day 31 for 75 hard, and I try to keep up to do it every Tuesday, but somehow something always gets in the way. But I stay on track with what I need to get on track. So, I've been having conversations with my husband. He's seeing a lot of the progress that it has been happening. I'm in my garage, by the way. So, my kids are my son's there watching a show. My daughter, she's upstairs doing something. My husband is working out. I'm making dinner, and then I'm gonna go work out for my second workout for the day. So I'm in the garage. It's warm. Inside my house is cold, and I don't want to be in there right now. But anyhow, I've been talking with my husband over the past week, over some time, and he's starting to see the progress that I'm having. I see some of my progress, yet it's always hard because I self-criticize myself a lot, and there are some things that still needs to be worked on internally. But one thing's for sure is I make sure that I show up for myself with everything that's going on. And one of the things that I'm very grateful for 75 Hard is that I'm able to handle a lot of more mental things even more. My husband and a lot of people have always told me that I'm resilient. And hopefully someday I would love to share my story. I don't think it's the biggest, grandest story, but yeah, it's my story. And I don't see things in a way that should be like, oh my gosh, this is like horrible, horrific, because I've had some things in life that was horrible. I have held on to things that I should have let go, and I've learned to let go of a good amount of them, but I'm still lingering on to things. I really don't know why. I think it's because I don't trust myself in some ways. And that's another journey that I'm on. But the one thing I could say with 75 that has taught me is that for some odd reason, I guess the energy you put out is what attracts to you. And I've been somehow attracting a lot of people when I go to the park with my boys or run errands or what have you, that they just start telling me about like they need new things in their lives, like motivation and to do better, like they have a purpose. And I'm like, I'm still trying to like work on mine. I don't know what to tell you. And recently I had a woman, she was a grandma. I was at the park with her granddaughter, and eventually it's what I just said before about like motivation. I told her, I said, motivation is taking one foot in front of the other. Motivation comes thereafter. And gave her some tips and hints of things that she can do to kind of figure some things out. And it's just amazing that how before it would be like, oh, I feel sorry for you. Now it's like, no, I don't. It's more of like, you know what, you have one life to live, you need to live it to the fullest. And how are you going to show up for yourself in that process? And I know for myself that I am showing up in a way where I am a lot mentally stronger. I'm not saying that I'm 100%, but I'm a lot better than I was yesterday. And that's what's most important. But one of the things that's really, really, I don't know why, it's like death. I just found out from a college classmate that her mom died this morning from a brain bleed. I shared with you before in a previous video, my husband's good friend's mom died. I learned that another person's mom has died. I've learned that so many people's parents have died or family members have died. And I'm just like, with it all. And excuse me, through the process, I was talking to my husband today that sharing a little bit of my journey in terms of like my mental capacity that, quite honestly, if I did not first off had faith within, and I believe in like extreme hope, even though when I feel like all hope is gone, but to know that honestly, I honestly think that I should be 6 foot under a long time ago. A lot of the things that I put myself through, I had to work through, but it's like death is always there. It's like trying to be able to console someone, to encourage, to be a support, to back off, and I had to learn how to grieve. Our family went through that. I actually, funny enough, not only was it like my husband's mother, my late mother-in-law, my aunt had passed away. I had like, they always say they come in threes. Someone else had passed away, and I was just like beyond myself. And I guess this time I'm just rambling a bit, but I'm just grateful for 75 hard, where my mental ability to compartmentalize and to be able to take it in chunks and to work on how I'm feeling and why I'm feeling, and to process it better and a little bit more quicker, and to not allow myself to stay in that funk and realize, nope, you gotta, it's okay, you're human, but you also got to pick your ass back up and you got to keep moving. And it's a good feeling. I've seen the progress in terms of how I push myself more, that I'm even considering some form of a competition of some sort. I don't know. I've always wanted to be an elite athlete, and there's a long story behind that why it didn't happen. There's a good part was for me, and there's other part, there are things that were out of my control. But I truly believe age is a number, and if you put your heart and your mind into something, you can do it. I'm not saying I'm going to be the next, I don't know, superstar or anything like that, but I can be a superstar in my own right for me, and to push myself in a way that I've never pushed myself before. So day 31 is almost in the books, and it's so surreal. There's a part of me that's kind of looking forward to day 75, but then there's also a part of me that's like, I don't want it to end. But there's also a hunger satisfaction that I strive for when I go work out. I love the physical beating. That sounds really weird, but of the workouts, because it actually puts my mindset in the forefront in a way that I never thought that I would crave. So until next week, we shall see how that goes. So as I always tell others and my kids, to always keep your head up, keep your heart open, and always do better than your best. So than yesterday. So until next time.